Okay guys, now we'll see TypeScript. So like if you Google just normal TypeScript, you can see description. So TypeScript is a programming language. So it itself is a programming language developed and maintained by Microsoft. So it was developed and maintained by Microsoft. It is a strict syntactical superset of JavaScript. So what does mean? So it is strict. So strict, you have seen what strict keyword does. So basically you just can't write any wrong code or something which may cause error. So it's strict valley and superset of JavaScript. So that means it's built on top of JavaScript, like it's using the features of JavaScript and it's built on top of that. And you can see TypeScript designed for development of large applications and blah blah blah. So it's normally designed. So you will be wondering what is different between TypeScript and JavaScript. So difference is that in TypeScript you get additional features and like cleaner code syntax, declaration of variables in a very easy way. Like in JavaScript you just can't say this variable will be string. Okay, in TypeScript we can say okay, this variable will be string. So that's beneficial. So you can write like I mean the code will be itself understandable. You can just think of you are adding comments. You add comments, okay, this is this variable. So you can think of TypeScript, it just add comments in the code. You can think like that because it makes your code cleaner. But there are drawback of TypeScript. So what? TypeScript can't be run on the browser and not on the with the help of Node.js also. Then you'll be like, then what? I mean, you say then why will use TypeScript? I mean, it can't be run on browser also, not with the Node.js also. Then how we will run TypeScript? So what we do, we just convert TypeScript to JavaScript, and that JavaScript we run on the browser or wherever we want. Then you will be again like, when in the end we are converting to JavaScript, then why we are writing in the TypeScript? So that's the main point, because in TypeScript we write clean code which can have like less errors chances, no, like there aren't any chances of getting error, like a lot of validation are added. So that's why we write in TypeScript, then we convert into JavaScript. And like in React.js we'll use TypeScript. Then when you can write Node.js applications API in TypeScript. So whatever wherever you want you can just write it. So okay, so how to install TypeScript? So it's a npm package. So if I show you npm TypeScript, you can see here, and you can see weekly download is like 17 million or so. And this package has to be explicitly installed globally, like you have to install global. It uses Node.js, but you can't just run with Node.js. It will it just uses some Node.js packages, but it runs by itself. So we just say npm install global TypeScript, and you can see other ways also. So let's just start with that. So what I'll do, I'll go to my PC, and here I make a new folder and call it TS. Yeah, and here we'll just open with code, and here I'll go to terminal, and I'll say npm install global TypeScript. Yeah, so this is the way you install TypeScript globally. Now you can just access it with calling TCS. See, TypeScript added, so you can just access it with calling TCS, sorry, TSC. See, now a bunch of options appears. Let me just make it bigger. So TSC stand for maybe TypeScript only, so it's TSC, not TCS. You can see the TypeScript compiler version 4.42. So this is a TypeScript compiler. What does it does? Your TypeScript compiler only converts your TypeScript code into JavaScript code. Okay guys, so it's a TypeScript compiler. TSC compiles the current project. If you just write TSC and the file name, it will convert your project to JavaScript. TSCS like this, and you can just read a bunch of things are there. You can just read it. So let me just show you something. So how do we use it and what are the features? So like a normal, So firstly I'll make a index.html file, yeah, normal, and here I'll just do this, and here I will just make one input tag, and here I'll say id, and here I'll give num1 and put a br maybe, then input tag id equals to num2, put a br tag, yeah. Now we'll say calculate, okay, sorry, button. So here we'll say calculate, okay, I want to calculate something like some stuff, and here I will say name equals to, sorry, id, or maybe just let it be, we'll calculate. So firstly let me open with the browser, so I'll go here, open with Chrome. So you can see we got num1 num2 and I want to calculate the data. So this was old running, yeah, num1 num2, and I want to calculate the data. Now I'll build a one JS file. I'll say index, so, or script.js, yeah. Now I will make side by side. So firstly we have to get this, so I'll say constant num1 equals to document dot get element by id. Now here I will give id as num1, number 1, okay. Constant num2 equals to document dot get element by id num2, normal. Now here I'll say constant button. Now you can say document dot query selector, and here we'll select the button. So everything's normal. Now here we'll say button dot add event listener. So we'll say on click, we'll make a function call like callback, and here we'll just say console dot log, we'll call a function add, and here we'll say num1 dot value comma num2 dot value, yeah. Now let me make a function here. I'll say function add, it will take num1 comma num2, and it will just say return num1 plus num2. So you can see what I am doing here, like it's a like normal function. I'm telling on click, just call this add function, it will call it, and this, sorry, this is not node value, this is just value, and whatever the input text value will be there, it will come inside here and return after pressing, and you'll get the on the console results, okay. Now if I go here, go to console, yeah. Now if I just say number 1 and number 2, I want to add 1 plus 2, I'll say calculate, okay, I have to link it. So here I say script, and here I'll say src equals to script dot js, and here we'll say differ, yeah. Everything's fine. We'll just reload this part. We'll say number 1 calculate with number 2. So we are getting 12. Why? Because whatever you do, whenever you call dot value, the data will come as a string. It will always come as a string, not number, not nothing. It will always come as a string. Whatever, if you getting the value of any input box, checkbox, whatever, when you are getting dot value, it will come as a string. So it's not the problem of the your JavaScript, but it's the problem of your, what to say, logic. So we'll just convert it to number, save it. Now we load this. we'll say 1, and here I'll say 2. So we are getting 3 because we converted into 3. So we have to overcome this problem with the help of TypeScript, because TypeScript makes sure us that everything should be true. Like we here, if suppose someone is sending like a plus b, a comma b, calculate. Now it's saying nan, because let me just reload that. A plus b, because it's saying nan, because you are doing plus and it's just trying to convert, so everything getting like wrong. If I just remove this plus sign also, supposingly, now if I calculate, so I have to reload a and b. So you can see it's doing concatenation. So it'll be like just add it here if type of num1 is equals to not equals to number and for type of num2 also if not equals to number. So just return, or maybe we'll say or any of this is not a number, just return not a number. Yeah, save it. If say a b, see now we have to write this logic and stuff. So this is we can do in the starting only with the help of TypeScript. Now I'll just copy this file, Control X, okay, remove this, don't save, and I'll just delete this file because this file will be made by TypeScript for us. So I'll just say script.ts. so ts is the extension for TypeScript. You can see .ts I have written. Now I'll just paste the code. You can see we are getting a bunch of errors. So firstly is this error. So it's, let me just come here and saying property value does not exist on type HTML element. So it's saying you are taking the HTML element and you don't know whether it will just maybe someone enters, you may have done a wrong, what to say, I mean it's saying you like, are you sure whether the value will come like that? So I'm a developer, I'm sure number one there will the value will come. It's showing maybe this is HTML element and value doesn't come. So what I'll do, I'll just mark an exclamation mark. I know the value will come. The value will come because I'm sure of. And after that I'll say as, you can see now as soon as I write as, it's just gone, and I say as HTML input element. So you can see now it's gone. So I'm saying the value will come, I'm sure of, because I'm a developer, and it will come as a HTML input element. You can see it's asking you to be sure. So you'll go here and check, okay, whether I have written num1 or not. Now for the second also it's showing the same error. Property value does not exist on type HTML element. Here also I'll say, okay, I'm sure of this is true, and I'll say it will be as a HTML input element. Now if I save it, you can see now everything looks fine. But there is one error. So it's showing you parameter number1 any. Why? I want only numbers. I don't want any like string or something. I just want the numbers, nothing else. So but here it's telling you in parameter you are just taking, you can see here, it's telling us you are just taking the any, like whatever variable will come you'll just take it, obviously because you are directly passing it to a function. So now here like this will say I will just take number, whatever the reason, just send me the number. Yeah, now I think it's small and yeah, but still we are getting on the num1 value error. Now the value error is argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type number. Now TypeScript knows you are getting the value from the HTML input element. You're getting the value from the HTML input element, which will be of string, but you are sending as a number, so that will, and you are just accepting here number only, so that will create an error. Now if you want to compile and change it to JavaScript, I'll switch back to this error also. If I say new terminal, we just have to say tsc, compile it, which file, this script ts file, run this, and we can see we got an error also, but our file got compiled also. You can see num1.value, this is an error, assignment of type, it converted but shown you okay there is an error in your code. If I go to script.js, you can see everything's fine here, but there is an error, so I'll make that okay, I want only numbers. See, now the error has been gone, but this is some like both the file in the same thing, that error. Like if I save it, now let me just delete this script.js file. See, now it's cool, because when they are in the same, like when ts file and js files in the same structure, so that's just show some errors, but that we'll see how we can deal with that maybe. But for now your code is complete, TypeScript now showing any error. For now let's just compile and check. We'll say tsc script.ts. see, script.js file got here. Now if I go in the file, you can see it's automatically added if type of num1 is not equals to number, or type of num2 is not equal to number, return not a number. And here we did the same thing, and you can see everything's same, but it has make sure us that you just can't do hanky panky stuff, everything should be sure of. And you go here, you'll see this, that you can see here cannot radiculate block scope, wherever, that's just let it be, we'll see afterward. So this is the way you can use it. And you can also notice one thing, this underscore as HTML input as element underscore HTML input, and this number already gone from here. That shows us this was the part of your TypeScript, not of JavaScript, but this has converted into JavaScript. And you can see it has given us a validity that your code is right. Maybe there can some error comes, but your code looks right. So you'll be seeing there's not any like good stuff. I know it's not an AI that it will tell you your code is wrong or your logic is wrong, but it will just tell you like what is going to happen in future, like that stuff. If I just delete this file, now let me just go back and run the file again. So in the file I have just included script.js. You'll always use JS file, not the TS file. TS file just use for building your code, then you just convert into TypeScript. JavaScript. If I just reload, now I'll say 1 and 2, 3, A, not a number, B, not a number. So we are getting the values that it's not a number. So this is what a little introduction about TypeScript, how we can use it. Then we'll see advanced also, like what stuff are like there in TypeScript. So yeah, that's it in this part, guys.